Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for July 5th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair had a pretty decent range. The open to close range, though, was fairly small, closed up. However, we are looking for it to potentially go as high as 80.43, possibly as low as 79.20. Look for some resistance around 80.15 and look for some support around 79.50. Now the Euro-USD pair, this pair surged to the downside, broke through previous areas of support, closed lower. Look for it on a reversal, possibly going as high as 125.88, possibly as low as 122.38. Look for some resistance around 125.05 and look for some support around 123.60. Now the pound US dollar pair, it moved to the downside, didn't quite break previous support but closed lower. Look for it to potentially go as high as 156.72, possibly as low as 154.03. Look for some resistance around 155.75 and look for some support around 154.83. Now the US Swiss, this pair surged to the upside, broke through previous resistance, closed higher. Look for it to potentially go as high as 0.9805, possibly as low on a reversal to 0.9542. Look for some resistance around 0.9715 and look for some support around 0.9605. Okay, now as far as news announcements go, we have some news announcements tomorrow. We have Canada releasing the net change in employment at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. They're also releasing their unemployment rate for June. Their employment rate is showing a decrease from 7.7K down to 5.0K. Unemployment rate is showing a hold at 7.3%. Now the U.S. is also releasing their employment figures. The non-farm payrolls for June is being released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Consensus on that is that it has moved higher from 69K up to 95K. They're showing a hold forecast for the unemployment rate at 8.2%. Okay, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, if we go over to the US-Japanese yen pair, you can see that we have some lows here that have started to form somewhat of a trend line. We have, there we go. On the day time frame, 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions in a row with the lows there. You can see that overall we've been just tracking sideways for the most part. So as this develops, looking for a break to the downside. If we get a strong down day like we did right here, just from open to close, you're looking at 75 pips. From open here, 75 pips would be right about this range. So tagging the low right here, entering roughly right about here, and you could put a stop loss right above this high if you wanted. From a risk to reward standpoint, you're looking at about 44 pips to the upside, to the downside about a 54 pip move. So a little better than a 1-to-1 risk to reward there. Nice thing about this stop loss too is you're at the 80.10 pip range. So if we get a retest of that 80.00 level, most likely it will fail to push through it. And this move is all within the 79 range, 79.00 range. So if we get a strong move to the downside, we could break through and look to take that out. Well, I hope that helps. And until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.